Now, I know you've played Luck Be a Landlord, but what if it was just all monsters and, like, PS1 graphics, you know? That was the question asked, apparently, when making Million Monster Militia. Hello, friends and lovers, it's Haelian. This is a quirky little game. I feel like that's how I describe most games. And yes, if you played Luck Be a Landlord, it'll probably look rather familiar in terms of the formula, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting what's going on here, and I think they have added a visual flair to it that is kind of nice. The United States is under attack in the year 2073. Why don't we skip ahead to see what's going on? This is a roguelike. How much did this game cost? Let me kind of ask myself here so we can help each other. This game cost me $5. It is launching at 1.0 like today. It started in early access August 17th. This is still actually the early access version, I'm afraid, because it's not quite out yet. But let's check it out. We're going to Boston first. My home city. Not really my home city, but I am near the Boston at least. So, all right, we got our boss up here in the top right, so we got to just kill it, deal that damage. We got our health in the bottom left. Hit deploy. This is all of our quote-unquote deployed units right now. We can sit here and look at our list. This is our militia. We got a bunch of civilians that don't do garbage, basically. 1 damage each, just your regular freedom fighters. Not much else to do. So it's sort of an auto-battler style thing. So your units deal damage to the boss, then the boss hits you for 1, rinse and repeat. But then in between each battle, or turn, I guess you could say, you get to recruit exactly once. And they could be monsters, they could be humans, they could be beasts. There's a lot of different types. So we got human, monster, monster, beast, human, etc. You got uncommon, common, etc. also too. Items tend to just be very temporary, for instance, and it's random where the units wind up on the grid if you saw the battlefield here. So this is going to be a lot easier to understand if you've played Luck Be a Landlord. You're probably like, oh, okay, I get it. But if you haven't played, this might be a little complex at first, especially with all the text here. Let's give it a shot. I probably got to pick a focus, honestly, early on, so that way we don't have to read the text of every single unit every single time. I'm looking at the Terror Creeper. There's the base damage, which is 7, which is quite high. Only attacks every other employment, though. Cannot be destroyed when it doesn't attack. Every 10 deployments permanently gains plus 10 to its base damage. That's quite good, quite early, I'd imagine, right? It does only attack every other, but still, that's kind of fine. We don't have water, fire, or steam, so maybe we'll do like a monster-y thing. So you kind of don't want to kill this thing. You just want to keep it forever if possible. So it looks like a wacky lobster or something like that. So they don't currently like interact at all together, but we can get stuff that will like eat the humans and possibly scale or something, you know? We got a Nautilus gains +1 base damage when adjacent to 1 or more water. If no water is deployed, 20% chance to mark itself for destruction. Game developer deployed units with 0 base damage receive this unit's base damage this round. Receives permanent +1 base damage for each round this happens. I see. Kind of looking at everything else here. Let's grab the Nautilus and hopefully we can get some water. You have to get water as well. You have to, like, recruit water. Oh, crap. It's already dead. Come on. Okay, that's not good. Let's see. So I'm focusing on looking at monsters, really. If any fire is adjacent... Okay, don't bother reading that. We do have 1 roll every single time. Transforms each adjacent unit into the next one in the list. Scrap metal, empty canister. I don't know what any of that crap means, basically. Doesn't really make sense to me. You can get a bunch of sheep here. Sheep is a weird one. I guess you'd have to get something that kills the sheep to help you out, maybe. And then, like, the game dev would probably would have been nice because it would have added damage to the sheep, right? Let's roll it. Oh, we got some rares in here. Deals 2 times damage for every adjacent beast. That's not good. All deployed beasts deal +3 damage and are protected from destruction. Oh, that would have been interesting with the sheep, maybe. I don't see any water here either. If not adjacent to water, adds 1 water to your militia. Okay. Deals 1.5 damage for every empty square on the battlefield. Transforms into a civilian if you one-shot a boss, but cannot otherwise be destroyed. Well, this is obviously very strong right now. But I gotta wonder, is this good for the late game when we probably want to fill all the squares, right? That seems kind of hard. That's a lot. That's a lot quickly. I guess, I don't know. I don't see how that works later on. When something marks this for destruction, create 2 instances of greater ooze. There was no tutorial, by the way. This is just a game. I probably would have shown you a tutorial if I had found one. Hey, we added a water to it. So I guess we're adding water. I don't think water really does anything, but a lot of things work with water. 7% chance to mark itself for destruction, deals no damage, the water. Okay. We got one monster being offered here. Deals +2 damage for every other deployed gold dragon. We're a dragon, red dragon. No, I don't think we care about that. Oh, wait. This 50% chance to transform one adjacent civilian into a were dragon. Maybe that's not a bad idea then, huh? Convert them into something useful. Every adjacent scrap metal into a robot. Doesn't really work for us. Okay, let's take the were dragon there. Convert these civilians if possible. Imagine dying to the first boss, though. I could not even picture it, you know? I cannot even picture it. Gains +5 base damage for each adjacent unit whose multiplier is 0. No damage multipliers can be applied to this unit. I think I see. We got like a spider here. 10% chance to add 1 webbing to your militia. 2 times damage for each rack or webbing in a contiguous chain. For each adjacent unit whose multiplier is 0. Multiplier? Multiplier. I don't think that's a multiplier, right? I think that might be a lot. But I'm not really sure. You have to actually be adjacent to each other for it to do anything, though. All right, we're kind of struggling. There's no music outside of the menus, by the way. All right. Seed pod. Gains +5 base damage. Same thing. So we'll take a groper, I guess. Another groper. Try to just fill in ourselves a bit here. It looks like we are going to live at this rate. Total damage 23, right? Only attacks every other deployment. It's still quite early for this. Oh, what's this laser frog? Oh, it's only common. Deals +3 damage for any deployed water. Every other deployment increases its own base damage by 1 up to a maximum of 5. Protects adjacent water. But this scales if you get it early, right? Because it gets +10 every whatever amount. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to go that way. One of the waters got itself. Wow, it was actually really close here. You work with beasts? No, thank you. I'm kind of looking around for, like, monster keywords for the most part. You could just take a Roman candle here. I don't think the Iraq really makes sense here. You just need a lot of the same for that. When something marks this for destruction, create 2 instances of greater ooze. Unfortunately, I can't find out what that is. Marks this for destruction. So it will still die, but then it will create greater ooze. We don't have anything. It's not a very good monster in general, it looks. Doubles the damage of all adjacent units this deployment that marks itself for destruction. After 3 deployments, it deals +5 bonus damage and marks itself for destruction. Well, this will get rid of itself and do a little something for a few turns, right? So I guess we'll do that. I like it how one of these is just like an orca for something. Okay. The civilians are all be turning. We're moving on. Where are we now? Providence, Rhode Island. Mekla Chakrabarti. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. So the civilians are all being turned into were dragons still here. So the bosses get harder, but this is the gameplay loop. Simple as, you know what I mean? I just realized the whale is a beast and it's not a monster. I didn't even notice when I took it. Huh. Transforms into a cockatrice chick after 3 deployments. What about another groper? Gains +5 base damage for each adjacent unit whose multiplier is 0. We probably don't want another whale. We just want a little bit of water. We don't need to add another were dragon, do I? Although, wait a minute. They scale with each other, the dragons. I think I'd rather have the groper, if given the choice. So they all do 7, it would appear right now. One of them, like, died or something. It's hard to keep track of all the different, you know, the spider web of bullshit that's going on. Deals 3 times damage for every adjacent water, fire, or steam, marking them for destruction. So this destroys water. How much water do we have exactly here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times damage for every adjacent, whereas this gets 3. It also destroys the water, which I might kind of want. Maybe later we can get a laser frog that'll protect the water. The water doesn't directly do anything, so I'm kind of okay destroying it sometimes. It's not going to be all the time. It depends where it lands, right? We got another were-dragon. I don't know if were-dragon's that good, though. Deals damage equal to the total number of humans, zombies, and mutants ever marked for destruction. No. We got another element beast. Could just add a water, but I guess I won't bother since we got the one whale. Okay, we did much better. 92 damage, dang. We're climbing already. That actually went very smoothly. Next up, we're in Manchester, New Hampshire. Let's get our first turn out of the way. 91, not bad. Water got destroyed. We only got 2 in the deck now, or whatever you want to call it. Adds an exact duplicate of a random adjacent unit to your militia. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Destroys itself after creating 3 units. I think we like that. Especially if it makes, like, something that we want. Your base damage is 17. 2 waters got destroyed there. Plus 2 damage for every other deployed dragon. Water. 20% chance to add a slime to your militia. If 4 plus slimes are adjacent to this, deals 1.65 damage for each. Marks itself for destruction. That doesn't sound great. You could just add a were-dragon. I'm going to be risky and roll. Help me out. Crimson Terror. What's this rare one? Undead Enchantress. Mark adjacent water, fire, and steam for destruction. For each, increase a random deployed unit's base damage by +1. If this happens, randomly add 1 water, fire, or steam to the militia. That's pretty decent since it destroys it, but just adds it right back. It doesn't help itself. You don't have a lot of ways to add water, though, right? But I guess that's fine. How does that work when water is getting marked multiple times, perhaps? You are undead, so that doesn't necessarily help. So we just added a water. We're probably getting an extra enchantress now because of that thing or something. I don't know. Okay. Deals 1.5 damage for every water currently deployed. Man, they really love their water. Gains permanent +1 damage, base damage when adjacent to 1 or more water. No water deployed, 20% chance to mark it for destruction. I'm thinking Will-O-Wisp will never be that high at this rate. Hopefully Nautilus will be okay. It might destroy itself, but that's not the end of the world, right? So this thing is gonzo. Wow, we're actually doing pretty decent here. You can see what's marked for destruction because they have, like, the red X. We got Bernie Sanders. In Portland, Maine. Isn't Bernie from New Hampshire? Thought so. 12 damage, 22 damage, 2 damage, 12 damage. What is this thing? It's a groper. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So they get more damage when they're not next to multipliers. I'm kind of just looking at the units to get an idea. Okay. Interesting. 150, not bad. Both waters got destroyed there, though. Transforms into a cockatrice chick after 3. We got another were-dragon being offered. Deathworm receives permanent +2 a base damage for each adjacent unit marked for destruction. Cannot be marked for destruction. Is that happening that often? The only thing we're really destroying right now is water. So I wonder if that's really that great. Cannot be marked for destruction. Feels like that would grow very, very slowly in our current makeup here. I think I'm going to roll past the Dragon, too. Deals 2 times damage for every adjacent beasts. Not great. Dar. There's the laser frog, which could protect the water. Protects adjacent water. Only adjacent water. So, yeah, I don't even know if it's worth adding that to the deck, truth be told. 187. Okay. Let's see, what do we got now? Undead, beast, nothing I like here. Doubles the damage of all units for which there are 2 or more currently deployed. Deals 1 damage to you if that happens. So we deal a lot more damage potentially, but it also hurts me. I don't like that. Adds permanent +1 base damage for each adjacent unit that marks itself for destruction. Oh, then marks itself for destruction. Oh, okay. I see. Adjacent to fire. Adjacent to water. A Venus flytrap. I don't know what that do. But I'm not going to gamble on it. 179. So that gave some base damage to some nearby stuff. Marks all like units for destruction if not protected. Transfer all their base damage to the siphon. What do you mean all like units? So anything I have more than 1 of, I guess? That sounds kind of scary, right? Horny beast. Marks adjacent golden dragons, cockatrice eggs, seed pods, fungal spores, and giant funguses for destruction. Gains permanent +5 base damage for each. Excuse me. I don't know about that one. Transforms all adjacent water into steam. Removes itself from your militia after 9 deployments. We have some things that work with fire. We could probably just take it. We don't have any of this stuff. No fungi, right? Wait, did they do the wrong, Oh, dang, 213, huh? Not bad. They said funguses, didn't they? Maybe funguses is okay, though. Rorobo in Vermont. Wait, or is Bernie from Vermont? I don't remember now. Was it Vermont or New Hampshire? I feel like it might be Vermont. Rawr? Marks 1 adjacent hellhound, direwolf, panther, or giant rat for destruction. Nah. We don't have any of those, right? We got another groper. We don't have any multipliers, so it seems like the gropers are decent, but we are, like, out of squares, it looks. Yeah, we filled every single square. Mayday button. I don't know what that does, actually. We've officially filled every square, although water might come and go a bit, right? So now we really want to... We probably want to skip unless there's something very useful. Deals 1.5 damage for every water currently deployed. Like, that's not really worth it. We might want to find ways to destroy our monsters and scale up something else. You could throw water in there, but I don't think that's a big deal. A rider. Deathworm. You could just throw this out here, right? +1 damage for every stone golem ever added to your militia. That doesn't really work for us either, huh? Paramedic. Seems like a no. Okay, so I think we skip for a bit and be a little specific about our choices. Kind of surprised we got this much water in the deck already. Come on, give me something cool. Transforms each adjacent human into a randomly selected human, then marks itself for a destruction. Tinker. Transform every adjacent scrap metal into robot. No. Nope. If you have less than 5 health, heals you by 1, marks itself for destruction. No. Could I have done the civilian? We would have just added more were-dragons to the deck. I kind of got to remind myself what they do. Mark adjacent water, fire, and steam for destruction. For each, increases a random deployed unit's base damage by 1. So she marked this for destruction. And we'll add base damage to something else. It's very slow, right? It's very slow. Marks 1 adjacent hellhound, direwolf, or panther. No. Giant rat. No. What else you got for us? Another Nautilus. Game developer is interesting here, right? Deployed units with 0 base damage receive this unit's base damage this round. Receives permanent +1 base damage for each round this happens. I kind of read the gray goo, and I don't like the sound of it. So, who has a base damage of 0? It might just be the water, truth be told. So it's probably not worth it, because the water just gets destroyed anyway. I don't know if that's really worth it. The Nautilus still seems quite... Is it really worth throwing in the deck here? I'm not so sure, actually. Maybe, maybe not. They dead. Maybe, maybe not. To Canada. Lovely. Bernie's dog. Who looks a lot like Cerberus. Looks like we got some additional slots here now. Okay. 300 damage. Let's go. Let's see. Laser Frog is back. It's not good enough, right? We could add another whale to get more water added, but I don't really feel like it's necessary. No, no strength serum. These don't look good. I don't know what a cockatrice chick really looks like. So all these kind of look like garbage, honestly. Civilian could be transformed into a were-dragon pretty quickly, probably. So I guess we'll throw them out there. Because, yeah, it's adjacent, so I think that's what will happen here. There you go. What do we got now? 10 times bonus damage for all units in the column in front of this. Mark itself and all those units for destruction. Oh, my. Oh, my. I mean, that's pretty dangerous because there's some things that are just really good to keep, right? I mean, that's okay to just kind of add a bunch of base damage. Look, all these units get +1 base damage now. That's pretty good to just take in the deck if it gets offered, I suppose. The Haughty Beast is back. Still seems like a no to me. We got some fire terrain. Monster Hunter marks a random adjacent monster for destruction and adds that unit's base damage to its own. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. So now we can keep adding monsters willy-nilly, I think. Right? We got some steam out here. So yeah, it's going to start killing monsters, but that's kind of okay, I think. 20% chance to add a slime to your militia. If 4+ slimes are adjacent to this, deals more damage, marks itself for destruction. Let's roll. See if we can get anything better. Alright, it's 1 to 3 hellhounds. I don't know what they are. They're probably demons, if I were to guess. Terra Creepa. Oh, another one of these. They have high base damage, so it's kind of okay to add it, and the Monster Hunter can send them back, you know what I mean? I think we're okay with that. You're the Monster Hunter, I'm guessing? You don't look like a Monster Hunter. Okay, unmarks all humans, beasts, and monsters in any 2 square radius for destruction. That could be interesting with this, right? And that way we get to keep our monsters, but the Monster Hunter also gets to grow. Kind of got to read about the Monster Hunter more here. A random adjacent monster. So only 1 at a time will it get. I don't know, though. I don't know if I'm convinced. Sounds a bit fancy. This is for every empty square, so that's not good. Siphon seems kind of weird. So that's all bad, I would say, for us. Let's skip. We still have 2 empty squares. Water got destroyed. Another monster got destroyed. So this way we can keep growing, hopefully. But we do need, like, rarer monsters and everything, right? Okay, Chonk Demon, here we come. Willow the Wisp. Not great. Were Dragon. Transforms civilians. Neither of these have good base damage for the Monster Hunter, so are they really worth even adding? Like, Were Dragon's okay. Yeah, it's a bad one to eat with the Monster Hunter. Ooh, a Red Dragon, though. Transforms each sheep in a 2 square radius into fire. Permanently gaining +3 base damage each time. Oh, that's not very good, is it? It's only got 2 base damage, too. Dang, that kind of stinks. I don't know. It does sound cool, though. I threw it in the deck. Kind of stinks. 401 damage. A bunch of things got destroyed there. Okay. Will-o'-the-Wisp again. Probably no laser frogs. Adds 1 skeleton. Adds water to the deck. Roll it. A lawyer. Gains permanent +2 base damage whenever its multiplier or bonus damage are boosted. If fewer than 3 giant rats are deployed, 10% chance to add 1 to your militia. Oh dear. Oh dear. Doubles the damage of all adjacent units this deployment. You can take that. Just to get like a big hit here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a big hit. Okay, it was not a big hit like I thought. I thought it was gonna be so much more, you know? Come on, we can live. No. More water. Game developer's back. Yeah, I don't know why I want to look at it. Monster Hunter's at 63 base damage right now. You could become a were-dragon, but I don't even know how many I got left in the deck. It's kind of hard to tell here, too. Can we get, like, better icons or something here? We do have some were-dragons, but it's probably not really worth it. Terra Creeper. Okay, let's add you. It's every 10 deployments. That's a long time. I don't regret it early on. That's for sure. But it has 7 base damage, so it's still pretty good for our Monster Hunter. For sure. Are we even going to beat this thing? I don't know. Deals 3 times damage for every adjacent water, fire, or steam, marking them for destruction even. Not great, probably. Do I take a power pellet? Let's roll. Very rare demon. When deployed, adds 2 randomly selected units to your militia. Marks itself for destruction after 2 rounds. So it duplicates 2 units? Ooh, more Monster Hunters would be wild. I think I got water and I don't even know what else. It could hit some pretty lousy crap, though, also. Very rare it was, huh? Okay. What else we got? Laser Frog, Terror Creeper again. Guess that's what I'm taking. What is that thing? Mark of the Covenant, rare. Deals +1 damage for each deployed undead. We don't really have any. Transforms each deployed human into a ghost. Marks itself for destruction. Oh no, my Monster Hunter, I think. No, it says Recruiter. Oh, that's the demon. Wait. Transforms each deployed human into a ghost. Oh, that's terrible. Wait, where did that come from? Including my Monster Hunter? I think that might include my Monster Hunter. Oh, we might have thrown it. I don't know how that happened. That's Balonium. Finds a random unit of the most common type deployed. That deals +1 damage and boosts its damage by 5 times this round. Oh, so monsters, right? Because I must have the most monsters. Random unit of the most common type. That sounds good. That sounds good, I think. So now it's a ghost. Well, crap. That's really bad. I don't know where that Mark of the Covenant really came from. Our damage went down significantly. Uh-oh. Also, Goblin. If you deal more damage in a round than you did this run, minus the Goblin's damage. Double its base damage. Otherwise, halve its base damage. What? Oh, so every time I get a higher amount of damage, its base damage increases. But right now, we just got nerfed a lot, so it doesn't even make sense, right? I'm very curious how it works. But it doesn't count the Goblin damage either. Right? We might live this round. Kind of hard to tell. But we're not long for this world, it would appear. We got screwed by that Ark of the Covenant or whatever. Something brought that about. You don't have a way to destroy random monsters, so that doesn't really make sense. I don't know if that flag is really doing anything. Random unit of the most common type. Oh, okay. It takes 1 unit of the most common types, like a monster. Deals 1+ damage and boosts its damage by 5 times this round. Oh, I see. Okay. I gotcha. So it might do very little, is the truth. We can take the fire because it just kind of destroys itself anyway, as far as I understand it. 234. Yikes. Very close. Very close. We still had like 5 more bosses here, too. Diabetes Sugar Lord. What the hell is that? Okay, we'll do our best. So something got 5 times damage. I'm not even sure what, though. What are you? You're the groper. We do have some terror creepers. Why is your base damage 0? Oh, because you're not attacking this turn, I'm guessing. Okay. Because you only attack every other. Gotcha. Steam. Hypercharger. This round, all deployed units gain bonus damage equal to that of the unit with the highest bonus damage. Marks itself for destruction. It might allow us to live. I'm not sure. All units? Did I miss that? I barely got any damage, I think. A lot of things got destroyed that round, too, it looked. If your unit selection rarity is not already being modified, all units will be equally likely to appear in the next selection regardless of rarity. Oh my. I'm gonna try it out. Oh, maybe it got deployed there. There we go, 578. Maybe it didn't get deployed earlier. Okay. A lot of rares right here. Enchantress, no. Red Dragon is a big no. Fungal Spore. No. No. Ooh. If the enemy boss is below half health, it will not attack you this round. And this unit will mark itself for destruction. When deployed, adds 2 randomly selected units to your militia. Marks itself for destruction after 2 rounds. I don't know how useful that is anymore. Right? Oh, the Monster Hunter is still in here? Attack 125? Do I just have too many things? Maybe? And it's not always being deployed? I could have I'm so confused. It's listed. I thought I saw it get destroyed. Deploys 43. So I might just have too many things. Is the truth, right? We might be too heavy. So in that case, the recruiter is really bad. Randomly marks one deployed common unit for destruction, permanently receiving +10 base damage for each. Destroys itself after it does this 8 times. Common. Do we have a lot of any common? Really? I have 1 laser frog. And then we got a bunch of water. I say a bunch. We only got 4. It might still be a decent choice, and it will eventually get rid of itself. I thought we got, like, some extra squares here, but I guess not. Oh, yeah, there's the Monster Hunter. I guess I'm losing my marbles here or something. I don't know. I wish it kind of just counted. 23. How many squares are there? I haven't done the math or anything. We've somehow ruined ourselves. No laser frog. These are all pretty terrible. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5. So there's only 20 squares, but I have like 23 units. I thought I had 23. Sounds like I have 23. Fascinating. We're not doing well. Deals +2 damage for every adjacent human. No. Game developer seems like a no as well. We got another groper. Gropers might be nice, because we don't have multipliers. What are you? The Hustle Goblin? Yeah, your damage is 1 still. Because you stink. You got destroyed. Possibly by the monster hunter. I don't know. Fire, water, gold. Gold will give them additional base damage. Yeah, now we have a few empty squares. More than a few, really. Which is bad. You don't really want empties most of the time. I swear, I just see things I've never seen before sometimes. When I look at the grid. Horny beast doesn't really make sense to me. No. Those don't seem good. Structures. Receive permanent +2 base damage for each adjacent unit marked for destruction. Cannot be marked for destruction. I mean, at this point, we just got so many empties now. We got to start adding some stuff, right? Well, it looks like we're very dead. It looks like we are incredibly dead unless we get like a Hail Mary that lets us live here. There are some things that I've seen. Graveyard. Seems like a no. I do not think we found anything to help us live. 07's out there. 07's out there. Send us back. Die a beat. 419 damage. Where did we go wrong? What did the humans do to deserve this? I don't even know. My monster build did not really work well. Rounds played 50. All right, well, hey, it's a fun little game, honestly. I've already done 2 runs, and I had a good time. Of course, if you liked Luck Be a Landlord, then this is quite similar, possibly too similar by some stretch of the imagination, right? I mean, I just thought it was kind of like a... the visual side I thought was kind of quirky. Kind of touches my nostalgia bone, at least. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to check out the game, I'll have a link in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.